Oh my goodness, can you believe it's Saturday already? Saturday already. Let me get me a apron. I hope y'all are doing good today. I'm not, oh, there goes my glasses. Every time, y'all. Every time. I'm gonna take them off. I hope y'all are doing well, like I said. Let me get my apron tied. I'm gonna wear the green one today. I've wiped this stove 10 times today, I believe. Just like if I had a house of kids. So, this package came while I was sick, and I didn't even open it. This is a Global Home 5-layer high-end material upgraded 12-inch frying pan. So we're going to look at it today. Remember, it's Globe Home, globehome.net, and they sent this to me to review it. Beautifully done in the box and everything. And it's a heavy pan. It is a heavy stainless steel Global Home frying pan. 1810 stainless steel, so that means it is heavy. You can get these off of Amazon. I'll put the link. I haven't seen them on sale, but I think this pan is around $90. They might put them on sale, I'm not sure. Let me put this up in here in the pantry, this box. But we're going to try it today and see. And it's heavy, like I told you. It's beautiful, beautiful pan. Good braided handles. Global Home. Globe Home, not global, but Globe Home. It's induction, ceramic, gas, electric, halogen, and it's dishwasher safe. So you can cook on an induction, ceramic, gas, or the electric, which we've got electric. And the halogen too, which I've never used. So let me rinse that out. And get me a cup towel, or I'll get a paper towel. And see, just rinse that out good with your. It's a beautiful pan, and it's so heavy. It's heavy, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. Okay, let me turn that burner on there. And another thing I'm gonna showcase is I was at the store. Have you ever used this Bacon Up bacon grease? It's rendered bacon fat, and let's see if it's has no sodium, cholesterol 15, saturated fat 4.5, zero sugar, zero this, zero that, 1 tablespoon, and it's made in Allen, Texas by Better and Bacon LLC. So we haven't tried this, but we're going to. Somebody on the internet said something about this. Well, I've left it in this kitchen, out in the kitchen, so of course it looks like it's drippings. You know, just bacon drippings. Let me see let me get, well, it smells like bacon. Let's taste it. It tastes like bacon. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll have to get me a new bottle for my bacon grease now. Let me get a spoon so I can get some of that in the pan, because I don't want to slop it all over the stove, because if it's real bacon, it'll mess your stove up. So let's just put some down in there and see how it does. Look, it's melting just like if I'd have cooked. Oh, and the smell, y'all. I can't believe this. Now, I'm old-fashioned and country, but I never thought you could buy bacon grease. Now, that smells good. It's, oh, just like if I'd have cooked a big old thing of bacon. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator because I don't like the way it was looking there. Let me turn that down a little bit. Got these garden onions on for 69 cents. Can you believe it? So we're going to just take us a few out over here at the sink. And I'm going to just rinse a parcel. Because there's about 3 or 4 parcels in that one. Let me get my knife. In that one deal there. So when there's that many parcels, it really is a good deal for 69 cents. So let me cut the little root systems off of these while I'm over here at the sink at my board, which y'all have never seen, and one day maybe I'll show you. But I just can't move that camera and all this stuff every time I want to cook. Okay, got those rinsed. Got the root system off. So we're just going to chop all this up. Even the green. Let's use the green today also. Nothing better. Nothing better. And I better get it like this. Okay, I just realized the camera cut off just a little bit ago. So what I did is I had the big pork roast. I browned it with my onions into my skillet. I added my water, and I had 2 packages of these big mushrooms. And so I've sliced those in half and added them to the new skillet. And I haven't seen it stick one time, nothing right here. And it's cooking these down, it seems very even. So I put salt and pepper, and then I put sesame oil in with my mushrooms. Now, sesame oil, I'll explain it again, gives it such a good flavor if you're using mushrooms. It is for Oriental food. And this is the Kikkoman sesame seed oil. Just use it, keep it. I keep hitting the camera, and I'm sorry. I'm going to get a bracket that's not moving around, but I've just... So the skillet is doing well. Let's see. Now you hear the Instapot getting its steam up. Yeah, this Globe Home skillet that they sent me, it's cooked everything just even. So now, when I realized that y'all were off, I'm going to let that go ahead and be condensed down, cook down a little more until this Instapot gets up steam and quits spewing around in the kitchen. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay. So now I'm going to show y'all what to do with these mushrooms. We'll get one of our Frankoma bowls. And I was trying to get my kitty cat some of this lunch meat that I had so he would hush. Now I went ahead, I was going to tell you, I went ahead and bought this asparagus at Sam's. But I'm not going to cook this tonight. I'm going to cook this tomorrow, I think, to go with the roast, because you know that pot roast is big. It's a big pot roast. So let me get one of my little froggy things. I don't think I want that one. Let's try this one. And I'm just going to take these mushrooms out of the pan into a bowl till I get ready to put them back in the bowl. But I found this is easier when you're going to make a mushroom gravy. Just go ahead and take the mushrooms. Get this back up. You want to get your fire back up. And now I can add a little more. I want just a little more water to that. Just a little more. I don't need a whole bunch of gravy this evening. Now I'm going to get cornstarch. You can do it with flour. You can do it with cornstarch. You know. We're going to get about, let's get about 2 tablespoons of that cornstarch. Now to that, I'm going to add some cardamom, just a organic ground cardamom, not a lot, about a teaspoon. Little celery seed, ground garlic, Now, you get a little more water, get that mixed up. Let's see how that pan is. Put some pepper, because you want quite a bit of pepper. Get that slurry there. Oh, add that to your pan. And start stirring it around. And eventually, it will you'll get that unthickened. I'm going to add some more water or cream, either one, but I'm going to add water because I want it thinner, pretty thin, you know, I want it pretty thin there. Those onions are in there, and now then, those onions, you want to get that, might add a little more water. You just have to kind of eyeball it. Kind of eyeball that. If you don't, that'll get those. I might put some cream in it, but let me get the mushrooms back into it first and get it back over here so it can kind of, that's a lot of gravy, y'all. Oh, that's too much gravy. I got a few little lumps in that, but they'll work out. They'll work out. Might put just a little bit of cream in that. Just a little cream. Just kind of give it a little milky flavor and it'll help that. Okay, let's turn that off. Because a while ago, that's why those little lumps were in there, because I'd sit here and was talking, and I added all that to that scalding pan. Now that's just kind of, that's pretty thick. So that's our homemade mushroom gravy. That pan's so heavy, y'all, can't hardly lift it. Let me get a spoon here and let me get my spoon, rinse it off so I don't have to dirty another. And let me check this mushroom. No, it needs salt. Needs more salt. Needs more salt. And pepper. You know, I can never get enough salt and pepper. You always gotta see how that's finally calming down. Those lumps are finally dissolving. Okay, so now then. That'll be a good mushroom gravy. Or you can do it like most people do it, just use your canned mushroom gravy. I just saw those mushrooms and I wanted to do it with those because it's just a different flavor when you use like your mushrooms. See, it's just a different flavor. Now that's gonna have to really cool because like I tell y'all, I'm not gonna burn my mouth. Can't stand it when I burn my mouth. So let me pull this pan over here, kind of, till we get that roast done, and I get the potatoes. I'm trying to get this cooled off so I can take a bite to see if that was enough salt and pepper. It was enough. It's got a good flavor, very good flavor. So let's see now. I think that's got about 22 minutes left on our roast. And then I'm thinking I'll make some mashed potatoes with the Idaho potatoes. You know, the russet mashed potatoes, because I've got some of that other, but let's just do it this way. And that's what we'll have is roast and gravy and mashed potatoes. Even though we had mashed potatoes the other day, and I've got some big potatoes here that have got eyes on them, but I don't, they're two big ones. But I don't really feel like cooking down potatoes today, you know. But I will make coleslaw. I will make coleslaw or something like that. Mother loves coleslaw, y'all. And I make it in the new chopper. The chopper that saved the West. Yeah. To save Billie Jean from starving to death. So it's real easy the way I do it. It may not be the way that you do it, but I do it this way. I open my bag, just like this. I pour it into my chopper, just like that. About a half a bag at a time. So usually I can get 2 meals out of that the old coleslaw. Wrap this, put it in another plastic bag, and put it back in the refrigerator. I put a little cream down in it, just so it's not too dry. Let me get the mayonnaise. Use Duke's mayonnaise. You know, gotta have Duke's. Lord, can't do without Duke's. And we just put about, I'd say, half a cup for that. Just put about a half a cup of mayonnaise. My allergies today are terrible. I even took a little allergy tablet, but it doesn't seem to be working. Okay, gotta have salt. Put about, probably a teaspoon and a half. Pepper. So you got your pepper, your salt, your mayonnaise, a little bit of cream. I always put just a hair garlic, just because we like garlic. Then I'll take, you can use sweetener, which I'm going to do, but I used to, grandmother used sugar, of course, and I've got the pure cane sugar, but I'm going to use this. I buy this Sweet and Low, but it's not in the little packages. And I only put about probably a half a teaspoon. Not a lot. Not a lot. Now, do I have enough cream in there? Because I like it, when it's chopped up, I like it kind of like Colonel Sanders. And it tastes almost like it. I like it a little wet, you know. So we could add more cream. I'm just going to add just a hair of milk. Just a little, just a little bitty bit. Okay. Just a second. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. Sometimes they don't seem to be. Now see, I still had that much coleslaw that I had made yesterday or day before yesterday. We love coleslaw. So let me rinse the lid off. Not that it's going to hurt, but I just put it in there with this lid. Same lid that I use on the chopper. I just go ahead and put it over that's all there is to it. Then I get my Ganzia chopper, and I check it. I'll let y'all see. So see, that just whip that down. It doesn't take no time to make. You just take that off the side, scrape down your bowl, and that milk and that cream, it just seems to fluff that with the mayonnaise. That's all there is to it. Let me get this out. Put that in. I don't put it into the sink. I put it by it because grandmother always said don't put knives and stuff in the sink. Somebody might come in there. But see, here's our coleslaw. Now that's beautiful, good coleslaw. It's good. So now we've got our gravy. See, all those lumps have dissipated out there. I don't see any. So that's good. We've got the coleslaw. And I guess I'll make potatoes. I'm thinking I can do that, in the microwave. I guess that's what I'll do. Y'all just have to hold on. I'm deciding. I'll just go ahead and make them in the microwave. Let me get a bowl. I'll get one of my false craft bowls. And I'm not going to make a whole bunch of potatoes. Let me move this, get the lid. I'll get this moved out of the way. Let me open these potatoes up. I had some of those packaged, but these are just as good. The Ore-Ida potatoes. So we'll do 2/3 cup of water, 2/3 cup of potatoes. Okay. So let me see. Y'all, I'm tired. Let's just do that's only about 2 servings. So we better do one. Let's do 2. Double it just a little bit. So, because it doesn't matter. You can adjust it. And we'll get the hot water out of the dispenser here on the sink. And put that in there. Get that out. Now then, I'll put some butter. You gotta have your butter. We'll just stick that. Put a little pepper. Put a little salt. Let me get a fork. And then I'm going to just kind of fluff those around. I think I'm going to add more water because since I didn't measure it just right on my eyeball of now I know I read that right, but sometimes I don't see very well. Oh, no wonder. I forgot the milk. Okay. That's fine. I knew it didn't look right. I knew I was doing wrong. So we'll do 2/3 cup of milk. That's what'll take it to the top. We'll be over the top with that, won't we? So since we're gonna be over the top with that, let's just go ahead and put some cream in it. Well, there's nothing like cream in mashed potatoes. All right. Now that's looking more like it, y'all. Although, what in the world is not working out here? Okay, let's get that. I'll cut y'all off a minute, get this kind of in the microwave. Okay, our meat's got 22 minutes. 2 minutes. Now see, I wanted y'all to see once I poured that gravy up, the lumps had dissipated. But this pan, I left it there just frying on low, sauteing on low, boiling on low. I just wanted to see how the pan did. So I am just really look at this. I'm really enthralled with this Global Home 12-inch frying pan. The heat dispersed well. Everything did well. The only thing I can find wrong with it, and it's just me, is because it's heavy. But to have a good pan, a chef pan, it's going to be heavy. I just can't lift them anymore, especially this big. I've done okay today. So I give this thumbs up, a lot of thumbs up. But I will let you know more as I use it. Okay, in a bowl I put, there's our Instapot. In a bowl I put parsley flakes with garlic and a little bit of liquid water out of the dispenser. And that's going to go into our potatoes here. Now, let's mix that around. Usually I'll just put some potatoes back into this. And then that garlic and parsley flavors will go down through those potatoes. So, get that butter and all that. Now we'll whip them a little bit and let them cool down. But first, I'm going to put cheddar, mild cheddar in them. Makes just a good potato. Y'all have seen me do it a million times, and we like it. So the cheddar cheese goes in the potatoes, and that's just so much better. And that'll kind of thicken those too with that cheese, you know. I probably added a little too much milk, but it'll be fine once it gets on the plate and they cool down. They'll continue, and we've got just a little bit. So there's our, oh, it's hot bowl. Good garlic mashed potatoes, instant. You know, let's just beat them, fluff them a little bit more. Now with that, what you can do is that's still hot enough. Just add your few potatoes on back into there. I used to have to do that at the restaurant because if I used, mashed potatoes and I didn't cook them, a lot of times if the water was off or, what have you, then see, but that thickens them right on it back up. I'll give you that little tidbit in case you get in a bind. See how that just thickens them right on up. They might be a little gluey, but they're better than thin potatoes if you've spent. A lot of people, they'll spend time on their meat or their vegetable, but then when it comes to potatoes, they don't like peeling them. So that's always usually at somebody's house, mashed potatoes, or a lot of times, now my grandmother, she would have had a heart attack. See how that's thickening that up? Plus, if you let it sit, might add just a few more. Just a few more. I'd rather have them too thick than too thin. that'll just kind of dip it down in there, and you can see how we're doing that. That'll go ahead and thicken those potatoes up. Not even make it so good we can't stand it. We're having a nervous breakdown from eating creamed potatoes. Now you see how that's fluffing that up and it's taking that moisture out. Let me get another, let me get my little knife here. And I'm going to put another dollop. I'm going to put another dollop of butter. Because we like butter, don't we? That's just good. Right there on the top. Let those set for a minute. Let me get a paper towel. I like creamed potatoes. I always have liked creamed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, creamed potatoes, any kind. Clean up your work. Clean up your work. Put your little pepper on top so it looks really nice. And so there's our creamed potatoes. See how that's thickened that up? I'll use this fork. I'm going to get a bite. Y'all, you couldn't tell. That's what I tell everybody. You couldn't tell. Might put a little more salt just on top. Because I don't want to mix it down in there because I'm trying to let them cool off. So we got the potatoes done. The mushroom, homemade mushroom gravy. We've got our homemade coleslaw. We'll just wait on our meat, and I'm fixing to check it so we can look at it at least. Now I tasted this, and it's good. It's good after those few little lumps. I'm not sure they were lumps even, but they were. That'll be so good on your meat. That could be a little thicker, but I'm not going to worry with it since I don't have guests this coming today. We can survive. Mother and I can survive and enjoy it. See, today, if y'all were coming, I'd have made some homemade baked macaroni and cheese. And we would have had that along with, I might have even went ahead and done the asparagus, but I would have made I would make rolls, those big old homemade rolls. But today we're going to have light bread. Let me get our pot holders and check our pot, see if this is done. We take the steam off. We'll see how it is. If it's not, you can always put it right, just turn it right back on. Make sure there's liquid down there. Usually there's more liquid than you need. And then just do it another 15 or 20 minutes, let it get build its steam back up. Because that's a pretty big roast. But I was trying to get it done because we needed something for lunch. We need something for dinner now. It's 5:40 in the evening. But I do the best I can. Getting everything done, you know. I wait for this little clicker to fall down and then I know it's safe to open the lid. Well, it won't open unless there's all that steam going, so it's not dangerous. All right, click down, see. Now, oh, it looks beautiful. Now if it'll just be, oh, it smells so good. Ooh, it's hot. Yeah, that's hot. I can't do that right now. Okay, so I got back on and I've got the Instant Pot's gone off and I'm letting it sit there for a little bit, but what I did do is I took some of this guacamole, this avocado out. I had bought these for about 25 cents each and they were getting pretty dark, uh, not inside, but I just peeled them, took the seed out, and just cut them in hunks and kind of mashed them, put fresh lime juice. You can use lemon, salt, pepper, and then I put them in the freezer, and these still got ice hunks in them. So this is the way I do. If I'm gonna make a guacamole, I'll add garlic and paprika and a little bit of more lime juice, fresh lime juice, and that makes a good avocado dip. Now we got the potatoes done. Now the pan, that's what I was washing. It did well. This pan did really well. I'm very pleased. There's a little discoloration in the bottom, but we'll see when I put it in the dishwasher. It might go ahead and clean that out, but I wanted to go ahead and let y'all know that I was happy with the pan. Now I need to, that great grease gets all over the glass stove. I hate glass stoves. That's all I've got right now. Okay, let me check the Instapot. I'd already checked it once. Let me get the meat out. That's what I was fixing to do. That's what I was fixing to do. So there's our roast in there. See our roast? Got good juice. It always has good juice. So I'll keep one of these little, I'll keep one of those little pot holders out of there. And I'm looking for, let me get this butcher knife. Get this old butcher knife. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let me get a fork. That's my Taxco fork from Mexico. We used to buy silver down in Mexico. Solid silver. And oh, look at that. See, that's just slicing like you wouldn't believe. So there's our roast. So now we will cut that and then I will see about it shrunk up some, but nothing, gosh, nothing terrible. See, that'll be some good roast. Let me get a plate. One of the big plates. And we'll just move this over to that plate. Now we'll have that for gravy tomorrow because we've got our mushroom gravy that we made. And we will, I'll just slice some of this. See, it's just going to come off. That's what it's going to do. It's just going to come off and look at that. See how that just comes off. Shaves off of there. And that's what you want. That's what you want. See those big, how that just comes off of there. So there we've got our roast. Got our roast. We've got our potatoes. We've got our coleslaw. And on the coleslaw, I forgot, I've got to put just a little bit of apple cider vinegar in it. I forgot to do it. So that's got just about a half teaspoon of apple cider. vinegar. Yeah. So there's our coleslaw and our potatoes and our mushroom gravy. Let me get this pot, make sure it's not hot. So that's what we're going to have to eat for dinner. God bless you, God bless us. And I wish y'all were here to have some of this good old pork roast with mushroom gravy, our coleslaw, our potatoes. You can't beat it. We'll talk to you soon.